We're still trying to figure that out.
Everyone says the baby's changed so much over 2 weeks. We're basically sort of monitoring how the changing process happens over this next month, really.
So yeah, I'd like to think that the palace is speaking out without saying a word. I mean, the video I did, I'm going to try and find it and leave it linked on the video description. I go into detail about what's wrong with this picture. If Camilla and Catherine were to stand up, Catherine would be a head taller than William. And so would Camilla with Charles, in respect to Charles. That's how bad this photo has been photoshopped. Never mind that, as I already told you, the metadata states that it's at least two weeks, actually it was 2 weeks old picture when it was taken, because the metadata tells you when it was taken. It tells you everything, and it can't be tampered with. It tells you, this is why they figure out Catherine's picture had been saved, when it was taken and when it was saved. It tells you the date, it tells you everything, guys. And we've done that video, Bookworm, as well, because there are so many things that are wrong here. So many things that are wrong with this picture. Because, you know, I mean, I don't even know where to begin with, but I'll look for the video, because this is absolutely insane. That nobody has called out Meghan Markle's pictures before. It's insane. Oh, what a loving picture. If only it were true. Yep, fake pictures. Fake pictures, you know, embracing their fake child. Now, I wonder if we're going to find out the truth about this picture. Yep. Yes, you heard it right. I believe that Archie was supposed to be 1 or 2 days old. And Harry said that it's amazing how much they grow in 2 weeks. How they change in 2 weeks. Which actually would coincide with the metadata of the picture they put out as the official baptism photo. You know that I've done a video about this, and not only me, but Bookworm has also done a video about this. Guys, I don't have a problem, and I know people get into this kind of sophistry where they say, oh, well, why are you attacking the child? I am not attacking a child. I'm asking legitimate questions. I have repeatedly tried to get Archie a copy of Archie's birth certificate, which should be public record. You can get a copy of all the royals' baptism records. It's not free, but you pay a little bit and you get the copy. Except Meghan Markle's, Archie's kid, you can't get him. You can't get him. And if you notice, on the royal promoted website, the one that they got a promotion, I know that many channels are reporting it as a demotion because the profiles were combined and because the introductory phase of it was shorter. But if you scroll down, oh my God, there's a lot more of them in that little thing. All you have to do is scroll down, and it'll take you quite a long time to finish how much stuff they put out there for them. So to me, in my eyes, beautiful people, I know many of you get angry with me, but that's not a demotion. That is a promotion, because not only that, but they're directing traffic to their to their website, calling it an official website when it should be their personal or their business website. I would have put their business website, not official website, because an official website makes it look like they're part of the government. But anyways, I digress. So we've done that because the metadata doesn't lie, guys. And I know what many people say, oh, that can be altered. No, this is the official picture. People looked at the metadata, and some people said, oh, well, maybe when they started using the camera. No, it doesn't work that way, guys. Because what some people tried to say was maybe the first time they used the camera was on that date. But then that doesn't work, and I'm going to tell you why. When you take a picture, if I were to take a picture, this video that I'm doing right now, it's been recorded and it will tell me what time to the second date, the gigabytes, whatever you want to call it. And if I alter it, then it will save, it'll show in the metadata when it was altered. It will say everything, guys. And you may be able to manipulate the Photoshop things that you do, but you can't manipulate the metadata. So that picture was put out. And when Bookworm and I actually Bookworm did an amazing video. Please go check it out. And we've been calling this for years, guys. And it's just now that the press is coming out and saying, oops, that might have been photoshopped. How can they not see that? Guys, if Catherine stands up in that picture, I'll show it to you a little bit later. She'll be like a head taller than William. And if Camilla also stands up, she'll be as well. So, I mean, they would have needed to be way up front, because you can do that actually. I don't know if you've seen that. You know, I studied photography in London, guys, for a whole year. So I do know what I'm talking about a little bit. I mean, I'm not an expert, but yeah, I studied photography in London for a whole year. It was a lot of fun. I love photography. I wish I could earn a living of that, you know. But anyways, I digress again. But they would need to have been taking those pictures of Catherine and what's it called, Camilla, sitting up much closer than they were, so they look bigger. So it didn't make any sense whatsoever. The kid's head standing on its own when it's a newborn. We all know that kids can't hold their heads up until, like, for Henrik. I remember Henrik. I caught him lifting his leg. You know, I used to put him on his little stomach, and he managed to lift his head a little bit. I was screaming. I mean, I was so excited, guys. You know that babies, newborns can't hold their heads like that. You need to hold their heads, you know. Like Catherine, for example, when she had the baptism of the children, you can see that she holding the baby like this and making sure she's holding the head. This is why you see her with the head like that, hands like that, because she has to hold the baby's head. Yet nobody, we were called conspiracy theorists, but now Associated Press has flagged the photo as fake, or at least tampered with. You know, part of me is thinking the following. Please bear with me. This is not, you know, if you come to my channel, you know, by the way, subscribe and follow me on Facebook and all that good stuff. But if you follow me, you know I like to think out loud with you, and I hope you come here and I feel like I'm talking to friends. That's how my channel is. I don't have a fancy thing yet, you know, and my producer is asleep because she was in such a mood yesterday. I couldn't sleep. But anyways, so yeah, now the Associated Press is calling it out. Oh, it could have been edited. And Chris Allerton is saying no. Chris Allerton is the guy who took the picture. And many others. You're going to see, please keep watching this video because I'm going to show a few things, guys. So, but this is serious, guys. But listen to my theory. The reason why I firmly believe, and I'm starting to think, I know, you know, my mind works in weird ways, guys. What if this was a plan by Buckingham Palace in a roundabout way to start exposing Meghan Markle and Harry's pictures? What if they decided to bite the bullet and say, you know what, we're going to sacrifice Catherine's pictures so all other pictures get called into question without us having to point a finger. And we're not going to defend Catherine's picture, because if we defend Catherine's picture, we're going to have to defend Meghan Markle's pictures. What if this was the royal family's plan of exposing Meghan Markle? And I mean, that would be genius. I would love to think that, you know, I would really love to think that. And I would love to think that Prince William is behind this. Because what if this is the way, what if this is the palace's way to say, you know what, Catherine, you're going to suffer a lot of hate. We're going to publish your picture. Probably it's going to be edited, because this has never happened, guys. And right now, something very interesting. Gannett, which is, I think that's the name of the company, is, guys, when I tell you it's a huge company, it's a huge company. They work with over 200 newspapers. They distribute all the newspapers. Just let me tell you, AP, Associated Press, is just one of the suppliers of news and news and worldwide. They decided to end a century-old association with Associated Press. They cut the contract. They're not gonna take any pictures nor stories from the Associated Press. And I wonder if this has to do with Catherine's, this is a repercussion from Catherine's. And by the way, Andy Cohen, don't you have a cocaine line to snort, buddy? That ain't cake. What an idiot. What an idiot. So yeah, beautiful people, I have a feeling that Palace is exposing the baptism fraud. I really do want to believe that, because you see, they haven't defended Catherine, Princess Catherine, and you know, Good Morning Britain or Good Morning America. I don't know who is this Kate Middleton. Do you guys know who Kate Middleton is? I know who Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is. Her Royal fucking Highness. I don't know any Kate Middleton. Do you guys? How about Jill, what was her name? Jill Biden, what was her maiden name? I don't understand the disrespect. Well, I digress, guys. But, you know, I have ADHD, so. Yes. So I have a feeling that the palace decided to bite the bullet and say, Catherine, we're going to talk to the press. We're going to leak, because they decided to leak. They decided to submit that picture with the metadata, something that never happens. And at the time when this baptism picture was submitted, it had the metadata attached. And yet Associated Press and all of the other people didn't say a word when this picture had been clearly doctored. Clearly doctored. And it didn't even be long, because it was claimed to have been taken on that day when, you know, we've also shown you, I've done videos, and Bookworm too, where we've shown that the Archbishop of Canterbury couldn't have been there, because he was somewhere else around a little bit later, and it would have been too long, unless they flew him by helicopter. And even then, it would have been really tight for him to be giving a mass at that other place or be present at that other place. So, and they have refused to give an official yes as to the to the baptism of Archie. So yeah, I'd like to think that the palace is speaking out without saying a word. And that kind of gives me hope. I hope that is the way, because you see, they haven't defended Catherine, so they're not going to defend this one too. That'll be up to Meghan Markle. But Chris Allerton is very vocal about it. The guy who took the picture, oh, that's garbage. Blah, 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 blah. But what do you guys think of my theory? I'd like to believe it. I really would like to believe that they're doing that, because yes, they are saying a lot without saying a word. They're speaking out without saying a word. But what do you guys think? I mean, are there going to be any other pictures? Is Meghan Markle going to come out guns blazing defending that picture? I didn't Photoshop that picture. Of course not. Of course not. She's not going to come out guns blazing. Meghan Markle must be shitting her skanky pants at the moment. Blah. What do you guys, beautiful people, think?